Good morning and welcome to DCT Quantum. Day 23. Now, for the last few days, I think we've all been experiencing a massive shift in the Schumann resonance, the electromagnetic field, the solar flares. There are a lot of emotions being experienced and felt by this physical body. So today I want to talk about how coherence and what we practice in DCT, how that connects to the emotional body. Now, for anybody brand new, just hearing this for the first time, DCT means deep coherence technique. It is a 5-step body activation that calibrates you into deep coherence so that you can begin to hear your own resonance. And in your own resonance, as it calibrates with your activated DNA, you begin to remember what you forgot to remember. In other words, you begin to access your keys, your codes, your sacred information, everything that has been time stamped and locked up in a treasure chest for this moment in time, like a message in a bottle from your interdimensional self cast upon the ocean of the great quantum field. So the emotional body is extremely integrated into your biotechnology. DCT is body centric. What that means is it's not a classical going through the mind and stillness, nor is it a void centered practice. So, some of you may have experienced traditional transcendental meditation, and there is so much value to those traditions. Some of you may have experienced new thought meditations, where we're encouraged to not identify in any which way with our environment or our body, to become no one, no nothing, nowhere, to quote Joe Dispenza. Again, very easy way to hack stillness. DCT doesn't do that. DCT is different in that it exactly engages the biotechnology, your body, bypassing the mind entirely, and almost like leading the enlightened mind right at the end after we've activated all the other body centers. And the reason that I do this is because this is what was shown to me from the quantum field last year. It came through black and white, as clear as day. I didn't question it. I just practice it. Now, my understanding around that is the body knows the way. The body is actually a very sophisticated biotechnology that, if properly used, is like a stargate, an interdimensional stargate. And all that means is through the body, specifically through the heart, in conjunction with all of your other body energy centers, let's put it that way. You can collapse the third dimension, all of the dimensions become interdimensional, and access what we call the power, the I am that I am, the great one, the divine source creator, original code, prime cause. Now, for those of you that aren't religious or even spiritual, you can consider this your highest frequency or your highest power, something that you don't often access. So we're going to harness that today through this 5-step activation. But going back to the emotions, the cosmos is the quantum field rather is a frequency soup. It's like String theory, it's like a great big web. It's also like an ocean with waves. And all of those things use vibration and sound to communicate presence and consciousness. Now, in cymatics with a C, we know that sound, when calibrated, creates specific sacred geometry. Specific sacred geometry, therefore, are the building blocks of matter. In other words, reality, life, form, the material world. Now, your emotions are like plucking a string on an instrument. You know, when you pluck the string of a harp or the string of a guitar, what does it do? It vibrates. But depending on how you hold that string, depending on how that string is tuned, depending on even your touch, the note will be vastly different. Your emotions are the plucking of that string. Your emotions create vibration. Vibrations create waveforms and frequencies. So when we are in touch with our emotions, and I don't mean becoming cyborgs, I mean when we are in touch with our emotions and fluid, much like children, things come in, they go out, they don't stick, they don't take hold, they don't create friction. When that happens, then that plucking of the string, that vibration won't become troublesome. It won't interfere with your internal coherence. And it's actually possible to have a range of human emotions without becoming ungrounded, without becoming unbalanced, without interrupting the internal coherence of presence, of just being present. If you've ever been around a really good parent, you will know what I'm talking about when I say they bring their grounded presence and can hold a space with a toddler that is having no end of spectrum tantrums. When I mean spectrum, I just mean, up here, hysterically giddy and hilarious, and then all the way down to crying fits and temper tantrums. A good parent will hold the space with the child and won't be pulled about by their emotions, but they will witness and they will allow those emotions. Much like, imagine a lighthouse on a rock in the middle of a tempestuous ocean, in the middle of a storm. Now imagine being inside the lighthouse, grounded and solid, and dry and safe. All the while you're looking at the storm breaking out all around you. That is what coherence gifts us. So we don't bypass our emotions, but we stay mindful of what is behind the emotional triggers. So I don't think there has ever been a more important time recently than now to think about how we're going to emotionally process everything that is happening on this planet at this auspicious time. Your emotional state will not just be affected by your close internal reality. You will be triggered, you will be affected, you will be impacted, and you will witness things on this planet that may cause you to feel all kinds of emotion. You may also and experience enormous emotional feelings around what is coming up for you, what must leave for you, because we're leaving Kali Yuga, because you're coming into a point of clarity. If you can hold coherence as you allow the chaos of your emotions and the quite the quite valuable and useful emotions that must come with releasing things, of owning things, of forgiving people, for example, of letting things go, of doing some deep shadow work. Your feelings are there for you. They're not there to be squashed down. They're not there to be run from. And they're not there to be wallowed in. They are your guides, just like we said earlier with the parent and the child. Become the observer, hold the space, feel the emotions as they come up for you, and ask the question, what is behind this? What do I need to know to release this? This is an emotional age. Yes, there's a lot of talk about the signs in the heavens, the geopolitical events, the timelines. There's so many things being talked about. But the deepest effect of this coming age and the one that's leaving will be on you emotionally, will be in you emotionally. It'll be your emotional response to everything. So, how clear can you get? How fluid can you be? And how grounded and present can you be to yourself? Practicing radical self compassion, always radical self compassion. This is the time of Cryon, the wounded healer. We have all been wounded healers. We have all been wounded. Indeed, we have wounded. So we're closing the circle. We don't bypass anything. We feel our way through this, but we don't lose our balance. And we honor the vessel. We honor the body. We give it what it needs, because it is a perfect technology for this age. Let's get into DCT. How quickly can you pull yourself into stillness, into silence? How quickly can you open up a gap, a pause? Can you widen the gap? Focus on the pause and the gap between your thoughts. See your thoughts as little grey clouds. See the gaps in between the clouds as sun. Focus not on the clouds. Focus on the sun. Expand the gap. Feel the gap, the void, the space, the silence. Burning away the grey clouds that are not just in your head. They're in your body. They're everywhere. They're in your field. So let's spend a few moments using sunlight to wipe away all of those little grey clouds. Step number 1. Ground to the earth's core. So imagine your feet sinking through the ground. It's very soft. It's very light. And you sink down. Close your eyes. Just let go. Sink down, 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 all the way down, until finally your feet land on something solid. It is the earth's core. It is black. It is huge. Around the earth's core is a shimmering field. It glistens in the darkness. You are in that field. Connect to the field. Feel the elemental. Feel yourself as one. And as you do so, releasing all your thoughts into the earth's core, you grow lighter. And as you grow lighter, you naturally ascend like a feather on a windy day, gently gliding up, up, lighter and lighter and lighter and higher, up, up, up through the earth's many layers, through the first and second dimensions, until finally you reach the surface, where you stop, your feet firmly anchored to the ground beneath your feet, like a tree that is rooted and strong, whose roots go down as far as it reaches up. Feel the energy of the earth's core permeating, resonating, vibrating through your body. The stillness, a sense of home. Feel that coming up, like water finding its level, just trickling up, going everywhere, like sap. Until finally, it pours and gushes into the mind, filling it with nothing but golden light and pause and silence and sunlight. Step number 2. We're going to activate our light body. We're going to consciously breathe. We're going to bring in the breath in and out, in and out. And with each full, gentle breath, I want you to imagine prana life force illuminated, breath of source itself coming into your body, cleansing it, activating it, reaching every nook and cranny. And then as you exhale, imagine a tide taking out all the sludge and the junk from the beach and recycling it. So breath in is prana, breath out is cleansing, exhaling back into the cosmos. Now I'm going to do this for 5 deep breaths. Imagine and visualize in your mind's eye that your whole body has the ability to breathe through the skin, through your energy centers. Feel that light activating your DNA codes, and as it does so, it brings to mind prana, flower of life, which is a sacred geometric shape that is the blueprint of life itself. Feel the essence of your life force as this pattern. And with every breath that you take, invoking prana, that flower of life, that essence, lights up and is illuminated. Very good. Step number 3, we're going to prime our electromagnetic field. We're going to take our hands using our fingers and palms as antennae. We're going to literally feel the space all around us, which is us, is sentient, is more than just space. It is who we are. within the quantum field. So really lean in and feel. Move as you want, as you feel called. Scan your field in your mind's eye. Use your hands as a radar. Scan. And anything that doesn't belong in your field, you can push it out using your hands, using energy from your hands. Push it out. Push it all the way out. And as it goes to the edge, your electromagnetic field will burn it up like the Earth's atmosphere does. Burn it up and it'll leave. And if you're outside, you might want to extend your field. So become arm's length all the way around your body. Become present in that space. Become sentient. Become omnipresent in your space. And push that omnipresence out, up into the sky, behind and in front, sides and down and up. Push, push, push your sentience as far as you can go. What we're going to do next is we're going to activate this primed space, this us, the greater us, and we're going to do it through something that we call step number 4. Activate your Om-powered I am. Om-powered I am that. I am that. I am that. I am. Put your hands together. Something sacred is about to begin. Push into your heart. Connect to your heart physically. And now gently open your hands as though you're opening the gates of a great temple, or you're opening a stargate. And as you open this space in your heart, the empowered I am, see the brilliance of the light that's there. Now walk through that gate, that doorway, that stargate. Go through your heart and become one in communion with your higher self that is connected to everything in the cosmos. If you're new, imagine a rising sun, brilliant and golden and radiant, rising from your heart. And as it rises and gets bigger, it envelops your entire body with a golden light that grows bigger and wider and more powerful, casting its rays out through your primed electromagnetic field. And what I want you to do is visualize that light permeating, penetrating every part of your electromagnetic field, lighting it up, casting its power in all directions. And we call this, in our practice, the unfolding, the I am that I am. This is you unlimited. This is you at your purest essence. And you can run your life from this place and see the results very quickly. So cast that light out and gently bring your hands back in. I'm going to go to step number 5. Step number 5 is where we come together as a community And we join with all the beings out there through the power of 9, which is a collective that holds the highest vision for humanity. We connect to the power of 9 through the third eye, the enlightened mind. Opening up a cosmic connection and waiting to see if that connection has permission from your higher self. If it doesn't, don't worry. But if you hear go, allow that white cosmic light to come in. It's the light of illumination. It comes through the power of 9. It comes down like a laser beam, down, down, down into the heart. And this is the origination of the cross. The human body represents the cardinal cross. So bring it down to the heart. And now we're going to expand out. And what we're going to do is create a waveform called coherence. So imagine a ripple on a lake, just a single ripple on a lake. And in your mind's eye, see that ripple going out in all directions. Out into the quantum field. And know that you can put your intention here now if you wish, or simply trust that your greater good is always there for you in this space. Let that ripple go all the way out in all directions. One beautiful, perfect ripple, ring. And once it leaves your field of vision in your mind's eye, past the fingertips, past the event horizon of your electromagnetic field, just let it go. Let go, detach. Don't even think about where it's going or what it's doing. You have generated coherence, and that's going to stay with you all day. So we always close with these words. Thank you. I am truly blessed. I bless my world and everyone in it with coherence. And so it is. I just let that run. I'll see you